Let us now see one example on convolution sum. In the previous videos, we have seen how to calculate the output signal y of n for continuous time signals. Now let us see for discrete time. Convolution equation for the discrete time is given by y of n. Remember, the time variable is for discrete time, it is denoted as n, which is the convolution of x and h, two signals. It is given by summation k from minus to plus infinity x of k h of n minus k. If you just compare this equation with the integral equation, we had the integral equation y of t is equal to integration minus to plus infinity x of tau h of t minus tau d tau. And if you just see the convolution sum equation, it is y of n is equal to summation k from minus to plus infinity, integration is replaced with summation, range remains same, x of k, tau is replaced with k, h of n minus k, t is replaced with n, tau is replaced with k. So based on this equation, we will try to follow the procedure. Okay, let us start with one problem. This is the given question. We need to find the convolution of two signals. Okay, let us start by denoting one signal as x and one more as h. Consider first signal as x of n, second signal as h of n. So first let us draw these two signals. How to draw x of n? It is u of n. X of n is u of n starting from 0 extending up to infinity. Similarly, h of n, which is u of n minus 3, it starts from 3 and extends up to infinity. So we have drawn both x and h. After consideration and drawing, we need to follow certain procedure. See, we have considered two signals, we have drawn two signals. After that, we need to follow certain steps. Try to remember, in continuous time signal, convolution integral, first we have drawn what is x of tau, then we went for h of tau, then we calculated h of minus tau, then we went for h of t minus tau. These were the different signals we have drawn following a certain procedure. Similarly, here also we will follow the same. Instead of a tau, we need to replace it with k. First draw x of k, then draw h of k, then take the reflection of it, and then shift this k by n times. T is replaced by n here. So if you simplify it, it will be h of minus k plus n, which is h of n minus k. So we have got these two signals. So let us try to follow these steps just like in integral we used to follow these steps. First, draw x of k. How to draw x of k signal? Simply replace n by k. That's it. Variable is k. Then we need to go for h of k. We have already drawn h of n. Simply replace n by k. You will get h of k starting from 3 extending up to infinity. After h of k, we need to go for h of minus k. Take its reflection. If you just flip the signal on the left hand side, just flip it, signal which is at 3 will be now at minus 3. At 4, now it is at minus 4. So simply flipping the signal on the left hand side, the signal looks like this. The reflection of h of k will be from minus infinity up to minus 3. It is just the reflection of the signal flipping. Okay, h of minus k. Now, how to get h of n minus k? We have got the reflection Redraw the signal one more time, -3 up to infinity. Redraw the same signal one more time, and after that whatever limits are there, to these limits add plus n. So -3 plus n, minus infinity plus n will become again minus infinity only. We will keep it minus infinity. So the time limit is now minus infinity to -3 plus n. This is h of n minus k. So we have followed this procedure. We have got x of k, we have got h of n minus k. Once we get these two signals, we can go for convolution. Okay, let us start with the overlapping method. One observation you can make is both x of k and h of n minus k, both are infinite signals. So whenever you take the overlapping, there are only two possibilities, on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So observation is both signals are infinite, so only two possibilities of overlapping exist. First possibility, let us choose. When we keep the second signal, before that, first let us draw the x of k. We know that whenever we go for overlapping, first signal we will draw it and we will keep it fixed. So x of k we have drawn and we have kept it fixed. Now second signal h of n minus k, we should keep on overlapping. So first possibility is, see what is range for x of k, it is 0 to infinity. So 0 is the first limit. So the first possibility is when we keep the second signal h of n minus k before 0. You can see it in the red line. This red signal indicates h of n minus k. You can see it here on this side. I have drawn one below the other just to show you how the product exists. First signal is x of k, 0 to k, 0 to infinity, and the second signal is I have kept it somewhere before 0, which is minus infinity to -3 plus n. So when you draw one below the other, these two signals, can you multiply these two signals? Just see, first signal, no signal here, but some signal exists here. So 0 multiplied by some value, 0. Second possibility, here some value x of k, but no value here. So multiplication is 0. So when you keep the second signal before 0, first possibility, -3 plus n, this value is kept before 0, less than 0. -3 plus n less than 0, that is n less than, take -3 to this side, it will become +3. For this condition, your convolution is 0 because you don't have any multiplication product. Your result will not exist. So output is 0. This is first possibility. Let us go for the second possibility, wherein draw the signal one more time, x of k, and the second signal we are keeping after 0. That is this point, -3 plus n. This is kept greater than 0. I have kept somewhere here. You can keep anywhere but more than 0. So I have kept it here, and the shading indicates the product. You can understand this clearly by drawing the signals one below the other. First signal x of k, 0 to infinity. Second signal, I have kept the second signal after 0. Somewhere here I have kept. If you just try to multiply these two signals, see here, 0, some value. 0 multiplied by some value will not get any value here. Now here after 0 we have the values, here also after 0 we have the values. So this product, till what this product we can calculate here, 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 here and here. Till this the product exists, right? And after this, even though this signal exists, second signal is not there, 0 multiplied by some value. So only between 0 to -3 plus n your product exists. Okay, that's what in a single plane I have drawn both the signals and shown you the shaded part indicating the multiplication exists between 0 to minus 3 plus n. So the second possibility is when we keep minus 3 plus n more than 0, greater than 0, that is greater than or equal to 0. Whenever greater term comes, we go for equal to. For less, we don't take generally. Now n greater than or equal to, take minus 3 to this side, it will become plus 3. So let us calculate the convolution. Convolution, we know the equation summation x of k h of n minus k. What is x of k? It is u of k, because given question is x of n is u of n. X of k will become u of k, that is amplitude is 1. So 1. Similarly, h of n minus k, which is u of n minus 3, u of k minus 3. Whatever you do, amplitude of unit signal is 1. So 1 into 1. What is the range of the product? It is between 0 to minus 3 plus n. 0 to minus 3 plus n, that is 0 to n minus 3. n minus 3, 1. 0 to n minus 3 summation, that is 1 1 1 1 n minus 3 times. So if you add all 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus like that n minus 3 times, I had told you in the class regarding this, whenever the range is from say 0 to 9, totally 10 terms. If the total values are 0 to 19 range, 20 terms, one more than the last term. So likewise, if the total values are 0 to n, total values will become n plus 1, one more than. Then if the range is from 0 to n minus 1, one more than this, that is n. So if it is 0 to n minus 3, n minus 2 values. So answer for this is n minus 2. So you can just club your whole answer. When for the first range, when you keep your second signal before 0, for that you don't have any convolution, it is 0. Now for the second limit, when you keep your second signal after 0, you get n minus 2. You club and you can try to draw this signal. Range is starting, see, n less than 3. Till 3 you are not getting any value, it is 0. After 3, n equal to 3, equal to or greater than n minus 2. So put n value starting from 3, 4, 5, 6. If it is 3, 3 minus 2, 1. Then 4 minus 2, 2. 5 minus 2, 3. 6 minus 2, 4. Like that. Like this, the signal grows. So you can draw your output y of n. In this way, we calculate convolution sum. Thank you.